first, and then we'll go over the electron configuration for them. Alright, so Lewis symbols first for it. Alright, Chris, what you got?
Okay.
I don't know, probably not.
I had dot dot.
Okay, so what's the symbol for magnesium?
Mg.
Good job. Alright, and then where's the dots?
To the right of it.
That's fine. Alright, how many dots?
One, two.
Good job. Alright, letter B, osmium. Alright.
Is there any that have one dot?
What?
Is there any that have one dot? The whole first column, right?
The whole
Yeah.
first
Good job. Alright. What do you have for osmium?
always
Good job.
dot.
How many dots?
2.
Yeah. Alright, letter C, francium. Alright, Ethan, well, what do you got?
Dot.
One dot. Good job. Alright, back to V. Alright, Chris, what do you got for that one?
V.
Yep. Well, sorry, D, so it's a V one.
V dot dot.
Good job. Alright, E. So, with phosphorus, what do you have for that one? I'm going backwards oddly. Alright, Quentin.
5 dots.
How many?
5.
Good job. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, Ethan, what do you have for GE?
4 dots.
Good job. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how the book sets them up. I don't care that much. If you have them all spaced out, that's fine. Alright, and then last one, ZN. Alright, back over to Chris.
2.
How many?
2.
Good job.
I had 2 all 3 times I did it. I had 2 dots.
You had for all of them?
No, just for the ones I did on the board. Magnesium, B, and space.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. That's just how I
No, you're not.
I'm a little bit sorry,
one's
but
ever
now I
sorry
have to
for
go
me.
back and spread them out. Alright, now let's do the electron configurations for them. Alright, so thinking back over it, so I told you you could do the shortcut method for it. So magnesium, sorry, you can't see the board over here. So magnesium's over here in group 2. So if you're doing the shortcut method, how do I set it up? I'm going to put up my periodic table so I can reference the board without having to walk all the way over here for Jamie. Hang on. Awkward pause, I'm sorry.
I think Ethan has dementia.
I don't know, they're common.
I think I have all of those.
Alright, so Chris, we'll let you start off for it. Alright, so magnesium is right here. So using the shortcut method, what's the last noble gas you passed?
Any.
Good job. So
3s2.
Alright, is that it?
Yes.
That is it. Good job. Alright, we'll jump over to Ethan. We'll go around this way. Alright,
That's
Ethan,
it.
what do you have for osmium? So remember, osmium is right here.
Xe.
What was that?
Xe.
Xe. Good job. Alright, now where are you going?
6s2 4d6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6s2, what was it?
4d6.
So remember it's 30, 40. Which one is this then?
5.
5e. So 5e, how many?
6.
But remember for this one, you gotta go down here as well. Yeah, alright, so 5d. Alright, how many? So you go 1, and then what am I going into?
4 10.
4.
12.
How many?
12.
Count them. So 1, 2,
10,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
13,
8,
14.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I must have counted this by accident. So 14. Now where do you pop out at?
5.
At the party.
5 d10. D6.
So-
5 d6.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so let's check to count to make sure. This is how you check to make sure for it, because Xeon, because that was your last checkpoint, has how many electrons?
54.
54. Alright, so how many electrons are here?
2.
Alright, how many are here?
6.
Alright, how many are in the...
14.
Alright, I'm done. How many? What is that all together?
72.
It's Ethan's question.
It's my question. 76.
Good job. It is 76. I cannot read the numbers over there. So osmium has how many electrons? 76. So that's how you check. So if you're ever concerned and wondering, okay, I'm not sure if I did it correct, check your number of electrons. If you come up really short, because if you forgot to do this part, you realize, oh, I have a much lower number. It'll help you to remember, oh, okay, I need to go down here, pop in here, and then pop back out again. But it's a good practice for it. Alright, you got any questions for it, Chris? Sounds like you need to do the next one.
I would love to. I would
Alright.
gladly do the next one.
Alright, so the next one, francidium. Alright, what was the last one you passed?
RN
Good job.
7S1.
Good job. Alright, you got an easy one. You have a question about how to do it though? Fantastic. Alright, we gotta jump over to Quentin. Alright, Quentin. Looking over at, you know what, you got kind of a harder one, but oh well. Alright, so what do you have for VA, for V? AR was the last one.
4 is 2,
1, 2, 3, 4, 4S2, and then what?
3D3.
3D3. Good job. Alright, anyone have any questions about that one? Alright, phosphorus. We'll let Ethan have it. Alright. Oh man. Alright, Ethan. What do you got?
NE.
And E.
3S2 3P6.
3S2, what was that?
3P3.
Alright, so 3S2, what was it?
3P3.
I thought you were saying 3D, so 3P3. Alright, good job. Anyone have any questions about that one? Alright, you did 2 already, so back over to Quentin. Alright, Quentin. So GE.
AR.
I'm just gonna steal this one. AR 4S2. Alright, and then where do you go?
3D10.
3D10. I should have left more space.
4B2.
4D2. Alright, good job. Anyone have any questions about that one? Chris, you can just take the next one.
Oh man.
Alright, Zinc, what do you got for that one?
That's the last one, right?
It is.
AR.
I'm gonna write AR in here so I have more space.
4S2.
Good job.
3D9.
3.
3D10.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Are you sure? Good job, it is. Alright, anyone have any questions on how to do this? Alright, so, does anyone have any questions about how to do the long version either? So I didn't want to do it for home, but it,
doing it long.
what is it?
I'm never doing it long.
Well, we could ask for it on the test. Anyone have any questions about how to do it? Okay, let's move on. Alright, number 8. Using only the periodic table. So it told you this time to only use the periodic table. What?
I don't know how to use it.
Clarify, wait, to clarify. The long way, if you were, say, going for
Pick one.
B,
Did
bromine.
you say B?
B.
Yeah.
Or whatever that is.
Mhm.
You would go H1.
If you're doing the long way or the shortcut?
Long
method?
way, long way.
Long way, you would do it 1S2, 2S2, and then
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
2P1.
Okay.
So basically, you just don't put anything in brackets.
Gucci. Alright, we're cool.
Alright.
Goosey wiggle.
Alright, so arrange the following sets of elements according to the increasing first ionization energy and according to increasing metallic character. Alright, so ionization energy, what is that first off, Ethan? What is ionization energy?
It's where. Funny.
Are you taking off electrons or putting on electrons?
They're putting on. Taking off. I said
Taking off an electron, taking off, so this one's saying, okay, you're putting them and increasing ionization energy, saying, okay, this one has the lowest, this one has the highest. Alright, so what have you got for it? Dude, I'm gonna write. Alright, so O,
Arrow.
I didn't know how to do this one.
it just wants them just to list in order, didn't it
Yeah.
just give you
Arrow,
just S?
arrow, S, arrow. I
You
just said,
drew arrows to say which one goes where?
yeah, pick up.
Okay, I'm just gonna write them. Okay, so O and then what?
S,
I'm so much in that.
S, E, C, A, S, R, B, A. So, that's
Alright.
it, right?
That's what you got? Not right. Anyone else have anything?
Can I say it again? B, A, S, R, C, A, S, C, S, and O.
Still wrong. Okay.
Alright, I wanna do
Wait,
honors.
wait, I'm gonna check you last. Okay.
That's what I had.
Which one?
Add both ways. They just said.
What?
You had this and the other way?
Yeah.
Okay, now. Alright.
I had BACA. Is it O S E S S R?
What was the last one? S E S R and then S?
No, I had S before SR. Yeah.
Alright, final answer?
Yes.
Nope. Alright, so for this one, alright, so think about here, which quarter has the lowest ionization energy? So,
Right
which,
corner.
Bottom left.
which one?
Bottom left.
So, you don't have to think for where I so bottom here?
Yes.
Alright, so for this one, it says for the increasing ionization and according to the increasing metallic character. So which one has the lowest ionization energy?
BA.
Which one?
BA.
Alright, let's go back and let's look at the definitions really quick. So, let's flip over to page, don't put your homework away really quick.
Can I answer? Cause I know the answer which is the
Wait.
lowest.
Alright, so for this one, it's saying that the smallest for ionization energy is in the bottom left for it. So it's going from increasing ionization energy, so it's going from smallest to the greatest as a side note for it. Alright, so what do you have for that first one then?
BA.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know what I was thinking. For some reason I psyched myself out. Okay, so BA, then what do you have, Quentin?
SR. CA. SE. S. O.
Is that what you had the first time?
Yeah.
I'm so
That's
sorry.
what you can say.
I'm so
That's
sorry.
what I
I looked
said
at the
the second
wrong thing for it. Alright,
That's what I said the second time.
good job, you fixed it. Alright, so anyone have any questions though about that? I'm so sorry, I
Wanna do
looked at
the
the
next
wrong answer. Alright,
Can
so
you do it?
you had it right, my apologies. Ethan, do you candy for emotional trauma?
Place.
Okay, I'll give you candy.
Amen,
for emotional
Quentin.
trauma.
I got these scholars.
Alright, so, anyone have any questions though about it? Chris, are you distracting people? Because that is not related to anything else in the class. Alright, does anyone have any questions about how to solve this? I'm sorry, I looked at the wrong section. I'll give you cane for emotional trauma. Alright, so the next step then, the increasing metallic character. Alright, which one has the least metallic character? Alright, Chris, we'll let you have this one.
I
Now I'm
said,
looking at the proper spot.
he's harassing me.
I'm not harassing you, I'm just looking at your answer.
Alright, what have you got?
Oxygen,
Okay?
SE, S, SR, CA, BA.
Okay, you got it in partial order? I'm not sure how you're getting out of it because, alright, so you have O right, and then what's your next one?
SE.
Not quite, because which one's closer to the top quarter, S or SE?
S.
S, so that's why that one's next. Alright, and then SE, and then where?
CA. No, SR. Where's SR?
Right here.
And SE? CA.
CA, you should listen to Quentin, because Quentin is right.
I was listening. CR.
Alright?
You mean SR?
Yeah, SR.
What did I say?
You said
You said
CR.
CR.
Okay.
BA.
BA. Alright. So you'll notice that they are just opposite. So you'll notice that this one has the lowest ionization energy, so you just take it off.
Formation.
And remember, and so this one has the highest, but then it's just opposite. Because remember, what is metallic character based off of, Chris?
B3A.
Where are you looking at? What are you
The last one on the second column.
This one?
B3A.
You talking about the pick table or talking about this one?
That one. B3A.
I think you're just wasting time, is
I'm not
what
really
it sounds
sure.
like. Alright, do you have an honest question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I do B?
Alright, so, but what is metallic character based off of, Chris?
The metal content?
Okay, so so if I have low what, I'm gonna have high metallic character. What's it based off of?
Atomic mass.
Nope. Alright. Ethan, do you remember?
Give me a minute.
Brendan, do you remember?
I don't know.
Alright,
That's
the
all I'm
ability to lose electrons. So that's why these are exactly opposites. That if you have a low ionization energy, you can very easily lose an electron. So if you have low ionization energy, you have very high metallic character. So that's what it's based off of. Alright, anyone have any questions about that? Alright. B for that one. Alright. Chris, you wanna say you said you wanted to be?
I think I got it wrong, but I'll try this.
Oh, okay, that's encouraging. Alright, so first ionization, alright, so first ionization energy.
K.
You have it right so far.
AR.
Very good.
NA.
In A,
AL. AR. S. AR.
there you go, because remember, you wanna
Go
go
first
from
round.
bottom left all the way up to the top
Opposite.
right. Alright, anyone have any questions about how to do this now?
Nope.
Alright, so what's the opposite then for it? Alright, Quentin.
This one's easy.
Do another time. And then
Was that K or B?
K.
Okay. anyone have any questions about that? Alright, number 9. Which of the following would you expect to have the most negative electron
Hey.
affinity? Alright, what is electroaffinity first off?
The ability, you call me?
Okay, Connie.
The ability pull an electron away.
That's electronegativity.
The ability to pull an electron in.
That's still
The ability,
electronegativity.
the ability.
If it has the word ability in there, it's probably electronegativity. Okay.
Adding.
Yeah, this is the energy required to add an electron. Now just remember, the more negative it is, the more stabilized it is. So it's saying, which of the following has the most negative electron affinity? Which one is the most negative, the most stabilized? Alright, anyone want to be brave and think that they have the correct answer? Quentin. No.
No.
Alright, Ethan.
You had
CI.
too.
You mean
CL.
You mean CL? CL, final answer?
Chlorine.
CL is correct.
Correct.
Because remember, which element is the most electronegative? Remember, Chris?
Fluorine.
Fluorine. So let's see, okay, which one's the closest to fluorine? Because fluorine is the most stabilized, so chlorine is right closer to it. So
Bars.
again, some of these are slightly different. I think technically fluorine is has a slightly more negative electroaffinity, but fluorine has the highest electronegativity because they want their
Which is
electrons.
4, right?
What?
4.
Sorry, what?
Fluorine.
What about fluorine?
4.
Yeah, oh, it has 4.0. You're right for electronegativity. Alright, anyone have any questions about that one? Alright, anyone have any questions about your homework?
No.
Alright, we're going to move really quickly. We're going to play free for all, usher them, because I'm not bored of the game yet. So we're going to play it that way, just so we can move really quickly through this section for it. I'm just going to leave that table up so we can go through. I'm going to go through the terms in chapter 7 first off, at least as fast as I can, and then we'll go back and hit some of the application for it. Alright, so thinking back over it, what can be described as a periodic back and forth motion that transmits energy? Quentin.
Wait.
That is a wave.
Me.
Let me try to mix these up again.
Let's do all
Yeah, I
quiz.
just had 'em.
Let's just say Chris.
Can we do treasure game? Can we do treasure game after
If
this?
we have time, maybe. Depends how fast this goes.
Let's just say Chris every single one. See what happens.
I'll win.
No.
Alright,
Well, we'll get
Negative 10.
0.
alright, what do you call the high point of the wave, Ethan?
The high point of the wave.
Yep.
Starts to see.
Yep.
Chris.
What's the bottom part?
Drop.
That's super easy. Okay.
Quentin.
Nay.
Quentin? Okay. Negative 10. Alright, what do you call the distance between any two corresponding points in successive waves?
Wavelength.
That is wavelength.
Ethan.
Negative 50. What symbol is used to represent wavelength?
Get beat up.
What's the week?
What?
This is the
L.
week.
Yes, the Greek one.
Lambda.
Lambda.
Chris.
Restart, but I don't think it does anything. Alright, Ethan's turn. What is the measure of the wave's height or the measure of the wave's strength?
What's our A?
A.
Amplitude.
Amplitude.
Ethan.
Did you say Ethan? Okay, who do
It's
you want to
kinda-
swap
it's
with?
kinda freaky.
You have to swap with someone. No, you
Chris.
don't have. You
Chris.
want to swap with Chris? Chris, you have 0, don't you?
Mm.
Alright, Ethan, what do you have?
-50.
Okay, there you go. Sorry, Chris. Alright, what do you call the number of complete waves that pass a point at a given time?
Me?
Yeah,
I'll put -0.
Frequency.
it is frequency.
E.
Plus 25.
Yes,
Right. What is the SI unit of frequency?
Who's our week?
It starts with an
Hertz.
H. Yep.
Me.
Negative 25. I'm sorry. What is simply the rate at which a wave travels?
What's the start with?
S.
The rate that a wave travels.
Mm-hmm.
S.
S.
It's easy.
Mm-hmm.
Speed.
Speed.
Me.
Question.
Isn't speed a drug too?
It's a nickname for us. For a drug.
Is that like
Where do you-
like
heroin?
LSD or something?
It's
LSD.
it's one of a, it's something to where it speeds up your.
One of the hallucinogens. I know that.
It's
It
one.
speeds
It's
up your
either a
immune
stimulant
system?
or an hallucinogen. I don't remember which one it is. All right, it's Chris's turn. All right, Chris. What is the equation to find speed or velocity?
V
For the wave.
equals lambda. Lambda frequency.
Like that. It's a beautiful F as a side note. Like one time.
Yes.
Okay, final answer?
Yes.
I don't want to rinse it. Okay. It is correct. Does anyone have any questions about how to do an equation like this? This is straightforward. I haven't practiced a whole lot. Anyone have any questions about it?
No.
Okay, moving on.
And what is a lambda? Like what is the amount?
Wavelength.
Okay.
Lambda?
Me.
Plus 50.
Huh?
Plus 50. Alright, gotta get to those theories. Who proposed the particle theory of light and who wrote optics?
What's over?
Last one begins with an N. What was it? Newton.
Me.
Steinberg. I think that might help you out.
Yeah.
Alright, who
It's
came up with the
positive
wave
at
theory?
800 now.
Who came up with the wave theory of light?
Starlight.
H.
Hertz. No. Heisenberg. No.
Just name all of them.
Some new wave theory of light.
Wave theory of light.
Is it Christian? Christian something?
Yeah, it's Christian something.
Christian. Heisenberg? Hasten? Heisenberg?
Heisenberg is somebody else.
Heisenberg.
No, I'm sorry.
I'm
Alright,
close.
Christian, raise your hand then to steal it. Go. That was Christian. Huygens. So Christian, Huygens.
Me.
Negative 10.
Circle.
Alright, who came up with the electromagnetic
What did you
wave?
get? What did you get?
You got negative 10. Who came up with the electromagnetic wave, saying that they oscillate at right angles to each
Last
other?
name starts with an M?
Is what her name?
Maxwell.
Good job,
Yeah,
James.
Clerk
Clerk
Maxwell.
Maxwell.
Me.
Pretty awesome name. Negative 100. Sorry. Alright. What is the speed of light approximately in a vacuum?
Let's start with
It's a number.
3.0.
Yay.
3.06. 3.04.
Hey, I got a better answer.
That's what you're giving me.
4.20.
No, 3.06.
That's all you're giving me for speed of light.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
First raise our hand.
Yeah, bring your hand. 14. Go. Okay, Chris.
3.0 times 10 to the negative 8.
I got a better answer.
0 times 10 to the negative 8.
Positive 8.
Which one?
Positive.
You sure?
Yes.
Positive 8? What's your
Yeah.
units? I'll let you have it. Meters per second.
It's
So
not
yeah,
right.
so.
That's not right. 3.00. He said that, so.
I will take
Stop being a
3.0
boomer.
or 3.00.
Me.
Okay.
Me.
It's a song reverse. I just know it.
That's fine. Alright. I think that was your question.
I only
Now
have
it's
negative
Ethan's question
values.
officially. Alright,
I'll see if the horse
what do you
question
call
first.
an arrangement of all forms of electromagnetic radiation in order of frequency and wavelength?
Electromagnetic spectrum.
Which one?
Let's start with
E?
the second word. Start with
S?
electromagnetic spectrum.
Good job.
One.
Negative 10.
What do you, how many points do you have?
He doesn't have to tell you. Alright, what do we call it whenever lights and electrons act like particles and waves? What do we call that? We say they have something duality.
What's
W.
wave duality? No. These are like multiple words.
It's wave something duality.
Wavelength duality. Hold up. Wave frequency.
What's the second word?
Wave frequency
Second
duality.
word starts with P.
Start wave.
No.
Wave.
No.
Starts with P.
It does.
Wave. Power duality.
Okay, everybody raise your hand. Go.
Wave particle.
Wave particle duality. There acts like waves and acts like particles.
Quinn.
Me.
Sure?
Yes.
Plus 50.
How
Alright.
many points you got?
5.0 everything.
Doesn't matter.
What is it?
Alright, eat it. Nope. Yeah, it is his turn. No, that was Chris's turn. You stole, so now it's your turn officially. Alright, what theory says that light consists of tiny bundles or packets of energy?
What's over?
Q. What's the theory?
Quit.
Quantum theory.
Of
You said Quentin theory of light.
quantum. You said quantum.
Quentin theory of light.
I'm marking it wrong if you write Quentin theory of light.
I'm
Chris?
actually with that.
Plus 25.
My man!
My
Ethan,
man.
what do you call the tiny bundles or packets of energy?
Photons.
Those are photons?
Chris.
Sign reverse. You know, positive or negative, whatever it is.
If I would have said me,
Really?
it would have been negative anyway.
Alright,
Oh, so you have zero.
Alright, according
What,
to
40?
the quantum theory, if I increase the frequency, Chris, does the energy increase, decrease, or stay the same?
Do what?
If I increase the frequency.
It increases.
Good job.
Me.
Plus 25.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you might be in trouble.
I've had the most bipolar score out of any.
Alright, Quentin's turn. Alright, Quentin, what
Stop
do you use
looking.
in a laboratory to separate the colors even further of a gas?
Let's start with.
Starts with an S. That means a little creepy over there. Weird. Tone down. Starts with an S.
Spectrometer.
Spectrometer.
Speedometer.
Alright, final answer?
Yes.
Plus 100.
Spedrometer.
You know when she said final answer is a good one.
I'm sure there's experiment every single time. Alright, what do you call it whenever you light an element on fire and you put the diffraction grating in front of it, or you run it through a spectrometer and you don't get the continuous spectrum, you get those lines. What do we call that?
So,
Uh-oh.
lines,
So it's not a continuous spectrum, it's a,
line spectrum.
there you go.
Let's go.
I was gonna say litmus paper.
Me?
Final answer?
Yes.
Swap. Who you swapping with?
Chris?
You
Yeah.
have to tell them the real point
I
value.
have plus 10.
Huh?
I have plus 10.
You have plus 65, my guy.
Alright,
Is that both swaps already?
Yeah.
I think so.
we
Yeah.
have restart still.
I had the
really
first
bad
one, and I
ones,
had the
but
second
yeah.
one.
Wobble-wee.
Alright, so who came
Calm
up
down,
with one
Benjamin.
putty model? We're back to these scientists again.
Let's start with.
Alright, his last one starts with T.
You did what?
One putty model.
Oh.
Alright. Go. It was Chris.
J.J. Thompson.
J.J. Thompson.
Hit me.
Restart. Go back to 0.
Just lost points.
Alright, back over to Ethan's turn. Alright, Ethan, who came up with the planetary model?
Rutherford. It starts with an R, right?
It does.
Okay.
Just Rutherford.
Hit me. Hit me. Ethan.
Let's start with.
Starts with
Yeah, we just start with the negative or positive. I mean, no.
Hit me.
No. Quit.
You sure?
Yeah, quit.
-15.
Let's go!
Alright, what? Oh, Ethan, undecided. What's wrong with the Rutherford model? Why doesn't it work? Okay, it's okay, that happens. We'll come back to Ethan. Alright, what is the one that came up with the idea of the energy levels where they're locked in and they're quantized, where they can't move?
What's left of
B,
B?
D,
Is it like a boil?
you going boil?
Is it, can it start with a D?
No,
Is it born?
you're going with born.
No, board.
You're going with bore.
Yeah.
Bore. Final answer.
Yes.
You are correct.
Woo!
Okay.
Me.
Plus 10. Ethan, what's wrong with the Rutherford model as a side note?
It doesn't work.
Why?
This doesn't work. God
Oh.
said it would.
Alright, because remember, as you have the electrons around the nucleus, they should lose energy and collapse into the center.
If they
So
go
that's,
out. Is that what it is?
they stay in those orbits. So scientists said, okay, well, according to physics, if you're going around like this, you should eventually collapse in and basically explode, but they don't. So that's how come they come up with the Bohr model, which said, okay, they're locked into these orbits where they're quantized to where, okay, you can't leave unless you're gaining or losing energy. Alright, now that one's not quite accurate either, but we'll talk about it in the line for it. Alright, so back over to Quentin now. Alright, what do we call the lowest energy state?
Let's start with.
G.
Around.
Alright, and what's your thing about that?
Hang on.
Do that again.
What is that called?
E. E.
Excited.
Excited.
3.
-25. Alright, Ethan's turn. Alright, who came up with the matter waves model, saying, okay, that everything has that matter waves?
Somewhere.
Technically, it starts with a D.
They were.
Yes, Louis de Broglie.
Me.
-25.
Okay, I was
Alright, last card. Alright, who came up with the standing wave or the wave mechanical model, saying that they're moving back and forth and up and that they're moving, so quickly in that uncertainty area?
Let's start.
S.
What's the name?
Yep,
What's the name?
yep.
Oh, yeah.
What's the first name?
What's his first name?
What's
Oh,
that?
it starts with E.
Is it a weird name?
Oh yeah, this is a weird one. Good
Is
luck.
it Strogenberg?
I got
I
that.
will take that because it's been a
Schrodinger.
while. Okay, how do you say it for real? But I'll take it.
Schrodinger.
Schrodinger. So yeah, Schrodinger.
Schrodinger.
Is we're about to
Ernest?
say it. Ernst.
It's a swap, isn't it?
Or sorry, Erwin.
I have a feeling that card's a swap. Alright.
I can't tell you.
Give it to me.
You giving it to you?
Yes.
Plus 10. Okay, I have no idea who's won by this point.
I
Alright.
negative. I
think it's
negative.
me.
Alright, who actually has a positive value? Alright, who has
I'm a cry.
positive 50 or more?
How do you
put
have
it on.
positive 50? I
I
gave you
have
a negative
125.
50.
I had negative 5.
Alright, we're
You
gonna
had
play
what?
again, 'cause I was scared.
How do you have 125? You got negative. You got a negative.
We played first.
Did you get positive 100?
I gotta get
Yeah.
through too much
Oh.
stuff.
Can we do
I wanna
darts?
make
Where
sure,
was the
but
negative
I need to
100?
leave that
Huh?
one up so I can
Negative
reference it.
Can we do darts?
That was
No,
Chris.
that goes way too slow.
Oh.
Alright, so we will start with
Me.
Chris's tag. So I'll start with Quentin last time. So remember, Schrodinger equation, he combines the Bohr model with the idea of the locked in and the matter waves. Alright, who came up with, okay, first of all, what principle says it is impossible to
Uncertainty
determine
principle.
momentum and velocity? Yes.
Me.
Negative 10. Who came up with the uncertainty principle, Quentin?
Let's go.
I hate my life.
H.
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 Heisenberg.
This is Werner Heisenberg.
Me.
Plus 100. Alright, who
We
came
don't have to end
up
that now.
with the electron cloud model? With the idea of, okay, because of the uncertainty principle, they're not locked in.
What's his term?
B.
Born.
Born. Max Born.
It's Jason Bourne.
Quinn.
Plus 10. What do we call the region of finding them? So they're not locked into a spot, they're not quantized, they're locked into a general region because of the uncertainty principle. What do we call that region?
Is it me?
Yeah.
What was the question?
What do you call the region where you have the electrons?
System? Is that what you're asking?
No, like what do you call, like it's not an orbit.
What does it start?
Oh,
O? Orbital.
orbitals.
Me.
Plus 25. Alright, back over to Quentin. Alright. What is the complete arrangement of electrons in an atom?
This always.
E.
E. Oh, dang it. Electron configuration.
Electron configuration.
Even.
Negative 10. Alright, what do we call the four numbers that we use to describe the electron configuration?
Let's just start with
Q.
quantum numbers.
Quantum numbers is correct.
Quantum numbers.
Ethan.
Negative 10. Alright, what's the name for the first quantum number and what does it describe? I'm gonna go quickly through these. We're running out of time.
Principal quantum number,
What
and it
describes?
describes the electron shell.
Yep, or the main energy level.
Me.
Plus 10.
Oh my god.
Alright, what's the name for the second quantum number? What does it describe?
And this with
Starts with an S.
shell. Subshell.
Subshell, what does it describe?
This always.
S.
Shells. How many shells?
Like theory shell, like practice.
Size of the shell.
Give an example. Because you might have the right idea.
How many shells do you have?
Nope, no, you're wrong. Alright, Chris, raise your hand. Go. It was Ethan.
Shape.
Shape. So subshell, so like it's an S, P, or D, so the shape for it. Alright, so if you have an S, Ethan, as a side note, what shape is that?
Sure.
If you have a P, what shape is that?
Double.
Alright, if you have a D, what shape is that?
Double.
Okay. That was a lot of work.
I feel like if I say anything, it's gonna be bad. Me.
Wrong answer?
Yes.
Negative 25. Alright, it's your turn officially though now. Alright, so what's the third quantum number? What does it describe?
Magnetic.
Good job. Quantum number, what's it describe?
Orientation. Space.
Good job, how it's positioned.
Me. Y'all think I'm flying around until I get that swan number.
Alright, Chris's turn. Alright, Chris, what's the fourth quantum number?
Spin.
Alright, what's it describe?
Rotation.
Yeah, okay.
Ethan.
Plus 25.
No, stop giving me plus one.
Alright, back over to Quentin. Alright, Quentin, what states that no two electrons in an atom have the same set form of the quantum numbers?
This always.
P.
What's the question?
It says that no two electrons in an atom have the same set for the quantum numbers.
I don't know. I don't know.
Alright, first raise your hand. Go. Here's Chris.
Is that the Pauli's principle?
start with?
P.
Propose, wait,
Okay, if
say it one more time, say it one more time.
what says that no two electrons in the atom, they have the same set of the four quantum numbers?
Let me find it real quick.
Paul's quantum principle.
No, alright, you think it's closer, then I have to give it to him. Alright, Ethan.
He just looked at his book.
My notes.
What?
My notes. You admitted it.
No cheating.
I didn't cheat.
So I get-
I looked at my
You admitted
previous
it.
notes in review game.
You
Okay,
did
since
it.
this is the big review, let's not do that, but I appreciate you looking at your notes. Okay, so we'll let Chris have it.
I
You know
know.
what the answer is though?
All exclusion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I gotta give it to
Ethan.
Chris. Alright,
Ethan.
plus 10.
Stop giving me pluses.
Alright, I believe it's Ethan's turn now.
Yep.
Alright, Ethan, what principle says the electrons will occupy the lowest orbital and then fill up?
Wait, well, I didn't get the question.
Because he stole Quinn.
Let's start with
A.
off. Chris.
Restart. Alright, Chris, what says whenever you're filling a P, D, or F orbital, it'll go one in each spot before it goes back and repairs?
Start with an H.
It starts with an H.
Hundred.
Unrule.
Ethan.
Negative 50.
Thank you.
Alright, what do you call the outermost electrons?
Potentially slip on card.
V.
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 Dang it.
That's not a V.
V.
V. Outermost electrons, what do we call those? Valence electrons.
Chris.
Swap. Who you swapping with?
Not Quentin.
Okay, so you swap. You gotta touch with the right numbers. though.
Add a 0.
110.
Alright, Ethan. Alright, Ethan. What do we call it whenever you're writing the diagram? Like for calcium, what do you call that whenever you're putting the symbol on the dots?
Low symbol.
Yep. Alright, anyone have any questions about how to do that?
No.
That's
Okay.
it.
Okay, just making sure.
Hey.
Sign reverse.
What did that tell
So
you?
you finally got it.
85.
Alright, so thinking back over it, I'm gonna start using
How's it
this
feel,
table
Quentin?
now.
How's it feel, quite right?
Alright, which element is the most electronegative?
Fluorine?
Fluorine,
Me.
plus 50. Alright, so does anyone have any questions about how to determine which element is the most electronegative with the idea of this corner is the most and this corner is the least? So if you're asked to pick of a 4 element, which was the most electronegative or least electronegative?
Can you do that real quick?
Alright, Quentin,
Give us
so
the
if I were to pick between beryllium,
Mhm.
barium,
Mhm.
carbon, no, that's carbon, we'll say oxygen, and, I don't remember what PO is off the top of my head.
Polyium.
We'll call it that.
Phosphorus.
Alright, so between those 4, which one is the most electronegative, Quentin?
Oxygen.
Oxygen, you're right. Which one's the least electronegative?
Positive. Electronegative is
Yeah.
what again?
What?
The
So
most
electronegative
electronegative.
refers to how bad it wants the electrons.
Okay, and
Drug-
the least is BA.
Yeah. So this is most, this is least. Okay,
The BAU.
what was that?
Me.
Negative 10. Alright, so
He's
whenever
like
you
some
think about,
comment too. Damn
okay, electronegativity, which corner, top left, this is left, top left, bottom right, which one has the most negative electron affinity? Remember that means that they are the most
Is that
stable.
my question?
It's
Yep.
even.
They're the most what?
The most negative, that means that they're the most stable.
Say the question one more time.
Which corner has the most negative electron affinity? So top left, bottom right. Bottom right.
Bottom left.
Down here?
Mhm.
Are the most stabilized by adding on electrons?
Oh, no, no.
Remember, you
Top
gotta
right.
know what
Top right.
top right. So remember, electron affinity, think of it adding. So you're adding electrons, which one's the most negative? So this one's top right. Which one is the least which one has the most positive or the most unstable electron affinity then?
Bottom left.
Bottom left. Anyone have any questions about that? Okay.
B.
Plus 10. Alright, which one, let's see, which corner has the highest metallic character? Top left, top right, bottom right. Highest metallic character.
Top left.
Up here?
No. Yes.
Final answer?
Bottom left.
Down here?
Yeah.
Why? I'm gonna check now.
Bottom left because it's the, like, well, first off it's a metal, And it's the furthest away from electron negativity, and it's easier. They want to lose their electrons.
Okay, yeah, that all works for it. But it's the idea of they're the largest, so they don't hang on to them, so they have the lowest ionization energy. Alright.
Hit me.
-100.
It's
Alright,
at that
anyone
moment
have
he
any
knew.
questions really quick about the idea of metallic characters? These have the highest and these have the lowest. Okay.
I'll be with you
So-
soon, Ted.
Alright, so which ones have the lowest ionization energy? Which corner?
Left.
Down here?
Yes.
Final answer?
Yes.
Yes, you are correct. And this one, these have the highest ionization energy. Alright, anyone have any questions about that? Okay.
Ethan.
Alright, Ethan.
What do you have?
Alright,
Negative.
so which corner has the largest atomic radius? Ethan, which one has the largest atomic, so they're largest in size?
Whatever you left.
Which one has the largest in size? Which corner? Top left, bottom right, bottom right.
Largest size?
Largest size, largest atomic radius. Who has the largest electron clouds?
Bottom left.
Down here?
Yes.
Final answer? Yes.
You gave it away when you put your
I
hand
know,
on
I
it.
forgot, I was like, wait a minute.
She was over here like,
Ready to go? Alright, and these of course are the smallest. Anyone have any questions about that?
no.
Okay. As a side note, as you probably realize, you should not pick these corners for anything because we don't use them in any of our answers so far. Okay.
Me.
Plus 50.
Okay.
It might help you now.
He's only
Alright.
negative 35 now.
You're gonna get a two-part.
95!
Negative 9.
Yes.
You're gonna get a two-part question, Chris. Alright, so between.
Do I get 2 cards?
No.
That's
Alright, so between aluminum and aluminum 3 plus, which one is smaller?
Aluminum 3 plus.
Yes. So which one's larger?
Aluminum.
Good job. I just want to make sure. Alright. Now between fluorine and fluorine negative, which one's smaller?
Fluorine negative.
Which one's smaller?
Fluorine.
Which one's larger?
Fluorine negative.
Alright, anyone have any questions about the idea of the cations and the anions?
9.
Okay, Chris.
Me.
Negative 25.
I'm literally gonna commit kamikaze.
Nope. No committing
Kamikaze.
Alright. Anyone have any questions about that seriously though? Because that is a section on your test, and I don't want you to get confused.
Nope.
Alright. We've already gone through electron configuration. Anyone have any questions about electron configuration?
Nope, we're out on.
Nope, not yet. Alright.
Yeah, 5
What do you call the back and forth rows in the periodic table?
Let's start with
P.
period.
Wait, up and down column.
Period.
Group. Me.
Plus 1 5. Alright, what law says that the physical and chemical properties of the elements are periodic functions of their atomic numbers?
Property.
It is
Yeah.
true. Yep.
Okay.
Restart, that might save you. Alright,
I think you win right now.
alright.
No, it's not.
So there's 2 cards left. It's gonna be between
What do
the
you
last two. Alright, so what is the name for the special name for group 1?
What?
What's the special name for group 1?
I had positive 60 and I got minus 25. What?
What is the name for group 1? Cheater? Cheater.
Alkali.
Alkali.
I already knew it.
Okay.
Me.
I didn't even know it.
Swamp. Who you swamping with?
How many you got?
He doesn't have to tell you until you.
Yes, he does.
Not until you pick him. He doesn't have to tell you. Now you can't lie, but you don't have to. So it's either don't say anything or talk to him. You're picking Quentin to trade with. All
Can I
right.
pick myself?
No, you
Quentin.
have to pick someone else.
15?
Yeah. What do you have?
35?
All right, Quentin. What is the special name for group 2?
Alkaline earth Me.
Final answer.
Yes.
I just won.
Sorry. Yeah, I think you just did. Okay.
I thought.
Anyone have a positive value? All right, Chris, you won. All right, we can do this rapid fire.
This what?
Like you said.
Oh, sunken dirt.
It does that every time, and then it decides it wants to do it anyway. So I don't know why it feels the need to like warn me over and over again.
It doesn't
I
like
moved
you.
it, I think, from junior high. I don't
It
remember.
does
where.
not like you.
It just doesn't. Nothing likes me, but that's okay. All right, we'll just
I
start.
felt that too.
Let's see. It was Quentin's turn. We'll go over to Ethan. All right, Ethan. What's the special name for group 18?
Double gas.
Noble gases.
Uh, 19.
All right. What is right? How valence electrons are in group 18, Chris? Anyone feel the need to go over all the names?
Yes.
Okay, anyone feel the need
Go
to?
over every single one.
15.
Alright,
Thank you.
Quentin.
Every time.
I don't remember where I put them. Alright, Quentin.
You get clowned every single
I
class
don't
period.
remember. I don't want to play this game if you're going to do that every single time. It slows me down. Alright, Quentin, what is the name for group 17 then?
What is that with?
H.
Halogen?
Halogens.
2.
What's the spelling name for group 16?
C.
Yes.
Calcium.
Halcogens.
Calcium. 16.
Alright, how many valence electrons are in group 1, Chris?
4. 1. 11.
Alright. Anyone feel the need to go over the valence electrons for every single group, or we got it?
I won.
Alright, how many are in group 1?
1,
How many in group 2?
2,
How many in group 3?
3.
Actually 2, because
Oh,
group
you're wrong.
3 is in
Wait,
traditional.
you said group 3.
Group 3. How many valence electrons? 2.
There's no homework.
Two.
There's like two.
There's no homework.
Two.
besides
Okay,
this
but
one.
group 13,
3,
14,
4,
15,
5,
16,
7,
18,
8,
17.
8, 7.
Okay, good.
So there's no homework to do, right?
I'm gonna talk
Besides
about your
studying.
essays in a second.
What?
You got essays again.
20.
28.
Yes.
Alright, I think we covered pretty much everything though. Okay, to get back to those theories, I feel like that's some of the hardest parts for it. Okay, so who came up with the planetary model, Ethan? I think you had this, right?
P.
What?
R.
R.
Rutherford.
Rutherford, what's wrong with his model?
They don't move inwards.
Yes, but they don't collapse.
13.
13. Alright,
Got it.
who came up with the orbit model? You really? We're not playing this game.
What's the name start with?
B.
B?
B.
Really start with the B? Is it Bohr?
What was that?
Is it Bohr? Does it really start with the D is what I said.
No.
Does it start with, is it Bohr?
It's Bohr. What's wrong with his model?
Didn't have electrons or something?
Okay, he said it had electrons but had them locked in. So are they locked in?
No.
Okay, so
23.
23.
Thank you.
Alright, who came up? Okay, so your essays, are going to be comparing the different types of theories and saying like which one is wrong with them. So, like for example, plum pudding model, planetary model, the orbit model, don't leak. So, matter wave mechanical model, the electron cloud model. So, be able to say who did what, and then also comparing them because I can't tell you which one we're
That's all right.
picking for it. So, that's your essays. I
That's
told
all
you
right.
that's your essays. Know all of them, but I don't know which ones you're picking. Alright, have a good day.